We have the brand new Descendants Ines Raya. How we are able to unlock her. How are we able to get her different type of skill modules? Today we're going to be able to dive and also take a look on how we're going to be able to get all of that. So let's dive into this video. Now, if this video did help you guys out, a like is appreciated. Now, Ines Raya, it is a first electrical, and she is a tech and singular type of descendant. So you're going to be able to look for those different reactors. You're going to need tech and you're going to need singular. If you don't know where to get the best reactors for her, check out this video that is popping out right now. It's also in the pinned comment that shows you exactly the best two locations. And let's take a look on how we're going to be able to acquire her. First of all, we're going to be able to get her research blueprints, codes, and materials from the Void Vessel on hard difficulty. That is going to be the only way. This is the same process that you guys already did for Kyan. So if you already have Kyan, then you exactly know what you're going to need to do to be able to unlock different pieces. Of course, towards the end, there is RNG, so it's all up to that. So all you have to do is just farm, pick whatever you are going to be looking for the best chance of the different type of blueprints or the code that you're needed, and just keep farming it. Now, her different skills and also her skill modules. So first of all, let's take a look at her skill modules that we're going to be able to get, and also where exactly we can go to be able to acquire them. Now we have the first one, which is Plasma Ball. This is more of a defensive type of module. Unlike the existing passive skills, the Plasma Oscillation, it does not boost any skill critical hit rate or anything like that. What it does, it generates a plasma ball that defends incoming attacks from enemies for better stability. It all depends on the max MP that you're going to have. So the durability of the plasma is going to increase by the relation of the max MP. So make sure you have max MP. That way you're going to have better protections. If you don't know what I mean, all you have to do is just max out that skill modules that raise your max MP, and then you should be okay. Additionally, this is going to allow you to hit enemies that have a conductors with the skill to deal dark current even without the critical hit. Inflicting conductor status effect to enemies hit by the skill is going to deal additional damage to enemies that already are in the conductor state. You can acquire this module, her Plasma Ball. You're going to be able to get it from the Slumber Valley hard difficulty, the Obstructor hard difficulty, and also by combining different modules. Those are the three different ways you're going to be able to get this Plasma Ball skill module. Now, the next module is going to be the Time and the Hunting Hounds. You're going to be able to first activate this by floating lightning. Unlike chain lightning, it hits a small number of enemy, but it changes to a stacking skill with a reduced cooldown. Now, you are able to activate Snare Acrobatics, which is going to be able to gather lightning in both hands and charge forward with a force, as you guys are able to see here. Now, this is going to deal damage to all targets in the path, and also is going to charge and cause a very powerful explosive towards the end, which is going to deal a very nice AoE damage. Unlike the existing distance skill, its damage, move distance, and also explosion range at the final point is what's going to increase that charging attack. So anything that gets hit towards the end of that blast, you're definitely going to strike them with a lot of damage. So also with her different type of skills that she has, we're going to be able to make that very powerful. Now, you can get this from Hagen Haven hard difficulty, Frostwalker hard difficulty, and also by combining the different type of modules. So there you go. That is how you're going to be able to get the skill modules, how you're going to get Ines Raya, a brand new Descendant. Now, is she going to be a match for Bunny? I don't know. Maybe or maybe not. So we'll see. Once we have her fully leveled up, we're going to be comparing her against Bunny and see who wins. Now, the different type of skills that we have is the passive, which is the plasma oscillation. So the higher the max MP, the greater the hit critical rate is going to increase, and it's also going to help you with that different skill module that you're going to be able to get, the plasma ball. So if you have that right away, you're going to become very powerful. Critical hits on enemies in conductor state causes dark current, so dealing chain damages to nearby enemies, inflicting conductor status effect to enemies hit by skill, and deal additional damages to enemies that are already conductor in the conductor state. Once you have that, you're going to be able to fully level up her skill. Now we have her active, which is going to be her one, which is the chain lightning, which is going to cause jumping lightning that affects multiple enemies to deal the damage. Also, when there is a single enemy, the lightning jumps between enemies, so that also creates damage easier. Now we got her active number two, which is the lightning conductor. This is going to inflict damage through current coils to nearby enemies and is going to generate current coils to all enemies in the conductor state to deal damage. So that is very important that you're active too. It's also going along with your passive because you're going to go 1-to-1 there to be able to make that very powerful. And then we have her number three, which is discharge. This skill is going to gather electricity and also discharges forward with a great force. The damage also is going to increase as you charge the skill. So by holding the button or the key that is corresponds to that skill on your keyboard, it's once you release it, it's going to deal the most damage. So the longer you hold it, the more damage you're going to be able to do. And then we also got her last skill, which is going to be Snare Hunter. It throws plasma acceleration coil forward to cause a thunder snare where it lands. It also, the thunder snare is going to be able to deal any damage to anyone that's nearby, and also it's going to generate current coils covering a broader area, longer intervals, and deal damage. So that's why it's important. So you have nimble fingers that's going to help you to increase that damage to make it a little bit further. Now, Ines also enters a short circuit state. When using that skill, that short circuit state is going to be fixed dark current, which also going to damage the maximum and increase movement speed. So there you go. That is how we're going to be able to get this brand new Descendant. She looks pretty cool and she looks very deadly. Her skills are very awesome, and also her two different modules that we're going to be able to acquire are very OP. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about this Descendant so far? Drop it in the comments, and we'll see you guys on the